Arranged marriage is when...
I think arranged marriages are
when your parents find a spouse for you, and it's usually
the mother's looking from both sides, and
you get to the certain age where you start getting old enough, you get into the marriage age.
they actually select somebody from either a community event like a mosque, or even if they go to a wedding around the area.
my mom would probably come to me and be like, this is a guy, we like him, he seems nice. Do you want to take this one step further?
Sometimes it's family, friends, and they have a daughter, and then they have a son, and they pair them up.
From what I've seen, automatically for arranged marriages, someone always lines up together.
And usually the parents will approach each other and set their kids up.
A proposal comes to your house, and if it's a good one where the guy and the family meets the criteria of my parents.
Parents meet up, they decide if the families can be compatible with each other.
Provided that I say yes, then I guess if the two families are okay with it, then the guy and I would meet a few times alone, try to get to know each other.
And then eventually they'll go and propose.
Even growing up as a Pakistani Muslim in the United States, the concept of arranged marriages was never unfamiliar to me. However, many people in Western society still aren't able to fully grasp this idea. By asking questions on this topic, the goal was to get an answer for those unfamiliar with this practice, and also to find whether other young Pakistani Americans see arranged marriages in the same light as I do.
I think a lot of times people, especially youth in our age, everyone seems to be getting into this phase of searching for someone, like they have to fall in love or whatever, and they have to be with someone. And the second they do, they're just like, oh, this is the one, they're destined for me. They rush into the marriage state, and before they know it, as soon as they get in, everyone wants to back out. I think we're all still maturing, and especially people these days, I think they're rushing into marriages. From what I saw recently from a love marriage, and it just after the marriage, everything went downhill. So I'm assuming the pizzazz and all that went away, but it usually happens because usually when you like someone or you're in love like they claim, you tend to ignore all the negatives of that person. When you're around them 24/7, everything, uproots.
With love marriages, when you have so many expectations, and nobody can ever fulfill or live up to them, and that's why they're more sensitive in that sense. They break more easily because they were based on this foundation of love, and then when one person is let down or whatever, then it doesn't work out. But with arranged, you go into the marriage not loving each other, just kind of liking each other, and it eventually builds into this strong, healthy, understanding relationship, and then comes love. And I feel like sometimes they're probably much healthier and much more stable than love marriages.
Usually people think it's blindly done, but I've seen people get arranged marriages and they knew each other prior to their parents setting them up, and they were happy with it. So arranged marriages is usually your parents helping you find someone who's most compatible with you.
A lot of the families pressure their kids into it. They actually have the mentality set where it's expected of the boy, especially from the guy's side. The guy's side, they're expected to have the mother go out and, find them a wife, find the boy a wife. And a lot of the cases, the fact that they have that expectation, it takes away from what they want to do with their lives. It's just like, hey, I'm going to do this for my parents. I'm going to get married for my mother because that's when my mom wants to pick my wife.
Unfortunately, yeah, there are sometimes girls are literally forced into it, but I think if the parents do it the right way, with the right intentions, why shouldn't it work?